everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my channel. This is day 3 of my kitchen overhaul. It's a big mess in here. I've done nothing since yesterday when I left you. We actually went out shopping. I went to TJ Maxx and purchased a cart, which I'm going to use today and show you in a minute. And a bunch of other stuff, you know, like new mitts, oven mitts and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm a big mess. It's really bad right now. Because I've been moving and shifting things around. Yeah, so it's a big mess right now because I'm in the middle of doing the kitchen over in terms of organization. I've realized that A, I have too much stuff, 2, I have nowhere to put it, 3, the way I've organized it in the past just did not work. So I'm trying to find ways to make it more functional, flow better, and possibly decluttered. So today I am doing the area on the other side. It's really bad and totally uncomfortable with regards to how I have things set up. So today I'm doing that side of the kitchen and then tomorrow I'll do the other side. Right, so this is my reality right now. This is the counter. The problem is that I use this as my office and I have nowhere to put all this stuff. I have nowhere to put the computer, my planner, that bucket of nonsense. Underneath here are all the cookbooks that needs to be pared down as well. And I felt that because I am not using this area down there to put my stuff back, because it's really not convenient. You gotta bend forward, you gotta go under, you can move the chairs. It's just not working out. So I figured I'm gonna get a cart, and I went yesterday, I started putting stuff on it. I went yesterday to TJ Maxx and they had a bunch of carts. I wanted one on wheel, and this one was the one that was the highest because I really wanted to be able to just grab things and have them pretty much at the same level than this. So this is gonna go because the chair's been moved, it doesn't scrape the wall anymore. So I'm just gonna organize this today. This is what I'm doing, this whole area right here. The goal is to have nothing on the counter, nothing. Everything should have its place. And I know it sounds like normal thinking for most people. It's like, well, yeah, but it's not for me because I'm a clutterbug and just like I have poor habits. So really, I need to figure out a way to have this sorted and create a space that is just functional, that works for me, that can be easily put back together, and yeah, that's all I want. So let me get started, put the camera on the tripod, and then we're gonna start probably with what's underneath there. You guys must be tired of watching me do this. Okay, the menus. We'll think about it later. Alright, so what do I have here? I have a bunch of cookbooks, and really, we don't use them. Scott, we don't use the cookbooks.
Depends.
It depends? Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to show them to Scott and he's going to make a decision.
I've never used that one.
Okay.
You bought that for you.
Okay, but you know what? I like it. Okay, so this, I'm going to keep that. Okay. Dutch pantry cooking.
You got that for you.
You only have one cookbook, so I know everything. 2, right? So all of them are going to be for me. You keeping this?
Yeah.
Does it need to be here?
I don't care. You know, it could be down in the basement. I don't care about it.
Okay, basement. All right, these are yours. You're keeping those.
Yeah,
right?
those are great.
Those are great. The Culinaria France.
Up to you. You're French. You're the French one.
I have too many French books. That can go. The Daily Soup.
We did make that.
Yeah, we'll keep it. Okay, that's my Gordon
We
Ramsay.
haven't done that in a long time.
The Gordon Ramsay.
You know, I don't think I ever did that.
You did one recipe.
I did?
And I didn't like it. It was that cranberry thing, you remember?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do with those? I
don't know.
No? Okay. 3 books, we're letting go. 3 books. Okay. The Taste of Home cookbook, I'm keeping that. Alright, this is garbage. So Dutch pantry. Did you see the hair that just went in? Okay. That's garbage. Okay. Cuisine American, that's mine. That was the La Cuisine I'm keeping. 1,000 classic recipes from around the world. Alright, we're keeping that. Okay. And then I have this thing here that fell, didn't it? Oh no, it's good. Okay. Alright, this I'm keeping. That's the computer thing. Martha Stewart we're keeping. These are the two my mom gave me we're keeping. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Okay. We need to get that whatever you call it. Okay, I can go. Okay, alright. So I have too many cookbooks to be able to put them in a cupboard. They're too big and there's too many. So they're gonna go back here. I gotta clean this first. Okay, so I have all the cooking books in there, and that's where they're going to stay, really. But now I have to figure out how I'm going to fix this, because I want to be able to put my computer there when I'm done using it. So obviously this is going to be moving down. I probably don't need this. I kept it because I replaced my mug yesterday, and TJ Maxx wanted like $6 for a replacement mug, and the Christmas ones were 2 mugs for $5 because the Christmas stuff was 70% off, so I bought Christmas mugs. Don't care. But this gotta go down because I don't like the visual clutter that this is creating. So I already got stuff that I need to keep here. Notebook, cards from you guys I need to answer. And then I kept that little mug from the other day, from yesterday, and I'm using it to hold my pens. And I like this cart because it's very high in terms of the space between the shelves. Don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Right? So it allows me to put high items here. And then, funny enough, this shelf actually moves up and the one over there moves up too. This one doesn't. So if you have something you want to put that's really, really high, you can actually put it up there. So I like that. So let me see and organize this area right here. See what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so this is done. And there's nothing on the counter. It looks weird. Okay, so what do I have? I just retouched the paint where, you know, how many times did you see me do that? But anyway, so I have my extension for the internet so that I can upload. I have my little, what do you call it? Aroma diffuser here. And here is my cart, and everything that's on the cart is something that I use a lot. It's everything. It's got my planner, my two computers, my work computer, my regular computer, cards that I need to respond to. The little bag here has all the accessories for the computer, the cord to upload and whatnot. It's got some bills, but most of my bills are on the internet anyway. And then at the bottom there's a box here that has thank you cards. There's a cat right here. Hey Fiona! She likes it because she can come on the counter now. Right, you can look at things. Hello. She's a cutie. So at the bottom, I kept it simple. I have all the cooking books in the back. This stack here on the left are all the cards, the Christmas cards for next year. This year I ran out of cards and I had to use regular thank you cards at some point. I think I have enough. I have 128 cards there. I got them at 70% off at Walgreens, so they're the cards for next year. There's an empty box. And then here is the to-go container, which I don't use very often. And then the baskets for, I don't know if you can see them, but the baskets for my Temptations are there. And these are 2 empty containers. There's nothing in there. But I'm putting them there so that way the space is taken. Because otherwise I'm going to put stuff in there. So you can see that the cart is not interfering with the chairs. I could actually, yes, this duct tape because the screw fell off. I had to fix it. Can't do everything at the same time. If I wanted to, I could put it this way, but I don't like it that way. I like it against the wall the other way. So that works for me. So this is the counter, and hopefully it stays that way because now I have a space where I can put all my stuff back. And that's something I didn't have before because I had books, I had a whole bunch of stuff in there, and everything was just falling off and I would just leave it on the counter. But now I have space for it, so a dedicated space for my work stuff. I'm happy about that. But now I got to deal with this here. So now I have the 2 crates for the dogs. There's the dog food container over there. I'm going to tackle all of this, the potatoes and everything. You remember, I'm going to put it in there. So this is going to get really, really decluttered as well. Okay, so I have this thing. If you remember, I had my amaryllis in it for Christmas. And I kept it, and to be honest, I don't know if I want to keep it. I had an idea of putting gravel at the bottom and putting some soil and plants and then use it as a centerpiece. Not today. I'm not going to do that today. So yes, I just cleared out the counter, but I'm going to put it on that side over there as a reminder that I have to fill it up. And there's not a lot of stuff, but there's stuff in there. So let's see what we got. All right, this little planter here, look, I've been pushing it from left to right for years now. It's got to go. Donation. I have this bag here which contains a gazillion of these. And we need it. They're all here. I don't know if you can see, but they're all here. We need that for the outside. So I have to find a space for it. This is donate, and this is going to be recycled because it's plastic. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the bottom. There's nothing else except the dog food over there. So this has got to get downstairs and get washed. This is my purse. Alright, books about weight loss. They got to go somewhere else. These are, they were on sale at Walgreens, 2 for $6. And yes, we bought cookies. And I'm going to use the empty boxes for storage for sewing stuff, right? Remember your grandma had a box like that for buttons? Alright, so I'm bringing that downstairs. That's the dog biscuits. That stays here. This I'm going to use in a second. Alright, let me take care of potatoes and whatnot. It's a lot of it. Okay, so potatoes, onions and all of that, that should really be kept in the dark, but they should also be kept separate, and that's my problem. I don't keep them separate. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep the potatoes in a basket on top. Remember, that's the basket that I had where I had the Tupperware and stuff. So that can be here, and it's not hard to reach. Okay, so that's good. And here I'm going to keep the onions and the garlic because they can't be touching each other supposedly. So I'm going to put a basket here. I have plenty from the pantry. I'm going to put one here, and all the onions and garlic are going to go in there. can get rid of this because I don't need it. I didn't need it to begin with. And I was using it for, yeah, I know, right? This is not ridiculous. I was using it to put the potatoes and the onions in it, and I don't need it anymore, so that can go. One more thing at the door. So this may not be the ideal space for that because it's next to the oven, but it's really not all that hot. I may have to put something to stop the dog from going in. But at least I got all my potatoes separated and in the dark. And I have all my onions here and my garlic. So I may have to put like a child lock thing because I know the beagle is going to try to get and grab the potatoes. We'll see. Okay, so that's done. Now this, obviously this is a Christmas thing. That needs to go downstairs. This I have to keep because that's the little tray that goes in the oven. This tray here, I really don't need it, so guess what? It's gotta go. I'm doing good. I'm letting go of more stuff than I expected. More onions, you see? We don't see how much we have because it's all in that basket. It's all mumbled in there. When you need to go to the store, you know how much onion you have because everything is visually available. Okay, this and this. I don't really need them, however, I do need to keep them. Actually, this one, I don't. This is the little thing that pulls out the tray for the oven. It's not that practical. I don't need it, but this, I need it. So it's gonna go with the appliances because that belongs to my multi-cooker. This belongs to the appliances. This belongs to my computer. This belongs on that side. This plate is actually the centerpiece for the dining room. I removed it during the holiday because it's not Christmas looking, right? But now I can go back there. Alright, this is the replacement console for the security alarm system. I'm going to put it in my cart. I have to reinstall it. All it is an updated version of what we already have. The alarm is working, but they wanted us to update. So I just got to clean this. The only thing I'm going to keep here is the oven and the dog's cookies. That's it. And the counter is basically clear. Okay, this stays here. This, I gotta put it in here. I need to go back up. Now, this thing here. I like the picture. I'd like to use the picture. So, we're gonna go back to having all of this stuff into one container. I have one of these. I don't need two. That can go. Okay, spoons. How many spoons do I need? This was for salad, right? So I need to put it somewhere else. It doesn't need to be in here. Now these, do I need to? I don't need this one. That can go. That can go. Okay. Alright, this has got to go somewhere else. Right, so I kept only one, and that works for me. Now this thing here. You see how it's always moving like this? Alright. I got an idea. little feet on it with hot glue. And that's going to force it to stay and not slide. We'll see if it works. Moment of truth. Does it work? I can't move it. That's perfect. All right, let me scrub this, oil it, and I'm done with this area. So this has been scrubbed, and then I oiled it with the mineral oil. It's got to get absorbed. And again, can't move it at all, which is great. That was a good idea. Not my genius, somebody else's I borrowed, but let me tell you, this really works. So if you have one of those cutting board that just keeps on shifting like this, just sacrifice one side and put the hot glue like I did in, not little dots, but you know, little serpentine on all corners, and guess what? Your thing is not gonna move anymore. I'm almost done with the whole kitchen being finished. Let me tell you, it's a totally different feeling here. Here's Scott. I don't know if you can see him. Anyway, I went outside. I got another one of the Fly Lady rag that was dried and clean. I want to see how it does on windows. And I don't know if you can see how dirty the window is, but putting some Windex on here. And supposedly you can just go ahead and use only water, but it's supposed to be like the best for mirrors. Wow, and glass, and if only you could see. I don't think you can, but anyway, it really does a good job. So I'm gonna do all my windows. I'm not gonna do the outside because it's like 26 degrees out. Okay, all right. How'd you like it?
Much better.
What'd you like about it?
It's clean.
Yeah. Does it make sense what I did?
I guess. The only thing is I know like in the morning, tomorrow morning, I'm going to spend like a half an hour looking for stuff.
What do you need?
That makes sense.
Would you stop it? What do you need? Everything you use is in the same place.
Sure it is.
Okay, alright. Moving right along. Okay, so we're having pizza going to... Look at my sink. Nice. Okay, let me show you what I got yesterday because I need to replace the... well, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got this one at TJ Maxx for $3.95. Okay, so this is one of those that has the hand thing and the rubber right here. So we use those as well as he's playing with the ring. I'm trying to get them charged. Well, no, I'm not trying. I am charging them. Anyway, we can use that as a hot pad too. So these are the ones that are just the little hand puppet things. Scott wanted to still get a large one, so we got that. And look, $5.95. That's the KitchenAid one. That's good. Now, what I wanted to do, because I was looking at the kitchen with a critical eye, and I'm just like, this pattern doesn't work for me. Even the one in the back, first of all, it's so busted. We've had it for 2 years. It's time to let it go. So instead of getting patterns, I figured, you know what, the kitchen would probably look neater if I was getting some that have no patterns. So I bought this one, and it comes with a bunch of them, and I can actually use the other ones. I can use one as the ironing pad. Different things you can do with those. Though it's polyester, so that's probably not a good idea. But I can use them for other things. So these are drying mats, the different sizes. I'm going to open it and put it right here and see which size I need. I'm probably going to pick the larger one because the little one is just looks stupid, right? And then I'll give you a tour of the kitchen. Okay, everyone, here's the final reveal of the kitchen having been completely decluttered, and I am liking it. So I'm gonna do counters first, and I'm gonna show you a cupboard. All right, so here we have the Keurig which I need to clean actually. My tea, electric tea kettle, which quite frankly, do I need the other kettle? I don't know, maybe as a replacement if this one gets busted while I'm waiting. Alright, so here's the new pan, and I picked the large one, and I like it. It's got a texture on top and no texture at the bottom. Over here it's just a regular cleaning supply. I think I mentioned in another video that I'm giving up the idea of keeping that stuff underneath the sink. I'm just keeping it on top. The little garbage pail which we use because the dog gets to the trash all the time. I have nothing on the counter here except for my little diffuser there, and I have stress relief going on. All the windows have been cleaned, by the way. I put the little pitcher over here, and then over here you've seen what I've done. So this is great because I can put my purse over there and the dog can get to it, because Lord knows he's gone to that a gazillion time and chewed many wallets. So this you've seen over there. I don't think you can see any streaks on it. Those rags are phenomenal. Over here there's nothing but the cookie jar for the dogs. This little gizmo here, which I'm going to fill up with soil and whatnot. And that's it. And then at the bottom, this is probably the most drastic change. There's absolutely nothing except for the dog food. So this is making a big difference when you look from the other side. And then over here, all of this has been decluttered as well. We got pizza in the oven, so the box is right there. This you've all seen. This is all clean. The fridge is super sparkly. And again, if you use those Fly Lady rags, they are perfect for the fridge. Pizza is ready. Okay, so here we got coffee cups, plates, the fancy big cups, bowls, and then a bunch of other stuff on top. Hard to reach, doesn't really matter because it's not used often. Over here I have all the glasses, all of the Corningware, and then glassware on the top. I've cleaned up that drawer and put some of the paper underneath it, so all of the forks and knives and stuff are there. That's the junk drawer right here, which doesn't look too bad. Over here you've seen what I've done in video number 1. I got all of my appliances in there. When we go to underneath the sink, this is what it looks like. So it's nicely organized. I know where my products are, and I only have products that I actually use. Sink is clean. This is all my cleaning supplies and my rags and stuff. Over here, this is what I've done. On this side here, we have all of the vitamins, easy to reach, the spare coffee pots, and all the way in the back you can see it, but they're like little glass dishes that you can use for corn on the cob and whatnot. On this side here, this has been oiled, and you remember I put the little feet here at the bottom. I've decluttered these, only keep the ones I actually use. Here's the tea cabinet, and I have a feeling that Scott wants to goof off, so let's pay attention to Scott.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is this? You grab
this
stuff.
This is like half a mitt.
No, but this is perfect. What do you mean?
It's perfect.
Try it.
I just used it.
And? Okay, he doesn't like the little half mitts. Okay. I can't. Alright, look at this. How nice and clean and organized this is. Over here we have, you've seen that today in this video, we got the potatoes and the onions in there. Oh, by the way, since the oven was just started, no heat, none whatsoever, so that's perfect. I can actually keep them here. On this side here, we have the mystery mitts that he doesn't know how to use them. I don't know.
I know how to use them, but...
Well, you know what? They fill my hand. There you go.
They're kind of
so
silly.
They're for the ladies.
Okay.
Hello. They're for the ladies. You got your big one right here. Okay, and here, oh, look what I did, because we want to make sure that everybody gets that right. These are for salad, Scott.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In a week, I'll find you using them to stir soup with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure of
right.
that.
Okay. All right, you're on. Challenge.
Right.
And then the spices are here. All I did was put stuff in a little basket here because it's easier to grab. It's not even a basket. It's a leftover from when we went to Aldi. So anyway, so here's the kitchen. and this is the best it's looked in a long time, and I really like it. And again, when you look at the crates over there, you can't see anything other than the dog food, so that's probably the biggest improvement. So you see that Scott likes to tease me, right? Okay, I can take it, that's fine. So challenge, we're only going to use the salad spatulas for salad. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, so this was the last video number 3 of my big kitchen overall. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas. I hope you got inspired and motivated to do the same. It basically took 2 days to do this, and I'm very happy with the result. I'm sure next year I'll do another video and I'll say, well, this is not working and this was a silly idea. But for now, I'm happy with the results. So I hope you are too. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. Click the little button and the bell so you get a little notification on your cell phone every time I get a new video up. And until then, I thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.